What did I miss when I was looking at y'all and cooking with y'all?
According to the case being dismissed, you missed a lot, Drake. Now he went from
Hercules.
Want to work out? You wanna picture that nigga just say that?
man. Lucid Grain was like, sprinkling money, and it was like, Drake, get your ass in time out, boy.
And the only person can get me out was my mom.
I don't know if you just learned slow or you didn't know.
I don't know.
That lawsuit that Drake had against UMG for the defamation or the Not Like Us just got dismissed.
Damn.
You ain't know? Well, I see that out. Spin the block. HeartBreak. Wavy Trust on radio.
HeartBreak. Feeling ill, son.
It motivate when you proud of me. That's probably why you always doubting me. I pull you in, you turn out for me. Turn your boy to the alchemy. I doubted to be one after me, but that's how it is, how it have to be. Ain't nothing less than your majesty. Wavy HeartBreak gang, Wavy HeartBreak gang. What's good, y'all? It's your only host in love and memory while still alive, HeartBreak Ace. If you're familiar with my channel or unfamiliar with my channel, go ahead and hit that like button. Like and subscribe, man. Because if you don't, man, the algorithm don't want to get all these videos. And y'all know how I be feeling about the algorithm. I ain't got time, dog, for real. You want to give me problems? I just deck your eye. Now, of course, y'all know this is a Wavy News Break where I try to get y'all the news in 15 minutes or less. Sometimes I go overboard, and that's how you heard the word. However, this might be real quick. Because Drizzy Drake, he might have lost the battle and the war when it comes to his little situation with Kendrick Lamar and UMG. Because y'all been stuck on a rock, 2 rocks out of space, at your mama house, in the closet, Eminem closet, R. Kelly closet, whoever closet. And you haven't heard. Drake lawsuit against UMG for defamation or Not Like Us has been dismissed by the judge. Literally. Now, I ain't too fond of the reading documents, lawyers, because I'm not a lawyer. And that's very, very boring. I ain't really here to do all that, man. So I'm gonna just read some of the letter that the judge wrote, just so y'all can know that it's real. A very real document that Drake lost his lawsuit. And I'm gonna give you my theory or opinion or what I think all this means for Drake in the future. Without further ado, you know what it is. And I don't lightweight when I put my gas in, man. I see the out.
Who's talking?
Smart mouth over here.
Smart mouth. What's your name?
Demar.
Okay.
Demar, I say it, the less I like it.
Is this guy even a basketball player? This is why we're here.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm out here on my break, man. Let's go ahead and get into this little document. It's UMG Recordings Incorporated against the defendant. And the name of the judge that wrote this statement or letter is Janetta A. Vargas, United States District Judge. And it says, the case arises from perhaps the most infamous rap battle in the genre's history. The war of words that erupted between superstar recording artist R.B. Drake Graham, which is Drake, and Kendrick Lamar Duckworth, Lamar or Kendrick Lamar, in the spring of 2024. Over the course of 16 days, the two artists released 8 so-called diss tracks with increasingly heated rhetoric, loaded accusations, and violent imagery. The songs of this feud, Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, dealt the metaphorical killing blow. The song contained lyrics explicitly accusing Drake of being a PDF, set to a catchy beat and propulsive baseline. Not Like Us went on to become a cultural sensation, achieving immense commercial success and critical acclaim. Both Drake and Kendrick Lamar have recordings contracts with defendant UMG Recordings Incorporated. Drake alleges that UMG intentionally published and promoted Not Like Us while knowing that the song insinuations that he has sexual relations with minors was false and defamatory. Alright, now let's get back into the rest of this. This is page 2 of the 38-page document that I'm not going to read. That's not wavy at all and boring. But anyway, it says Drake has brought this action against UMG for defamation, harassment in the second degree, and in violation of Section 349 of the New York General Business Law. Before the court, in defendant's motion to dismiss pursuant to Rule 12b-6 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. Because the court concludes that the alleged defamatory statements in Not Like Us are non-actionable opinion, the motion to dismiss is granted. Now, spin the block.
I'm ducking and everything. God, in the house, I got scared. I dropped my hot pocket.
Let's get excited.
And now, a quick commercial break from our sponsors of interviews and rap lyrics that age terribly. Back to you, Stan.
Through UMG, which is the biggest company that has the biggest bag, nigga. You one of them companies I get a chance to playing at that level to sue for billions, I'm going for it, nigga. You crazy?
I feel like there's unwritten rules though.
Of what?
In the rap game.
Of what?
I'm never gonna use a beef as a way to sue a record label.
You're making up your own unwritten rules. If he was suing Kendrick Lamar for defamation of character directly, papers got sent to him. People in the hip hop,
people you can sue.
People here in the hip hop game should be in a uproar. Like, oh, this nigga. Well, when Tracy Morgan just caught that bag, we was happy for him, right?
Of course, those are correct. He almost lost his life.
We not gonna be happy about somebody who get a bag from one of the biggest companies that been everybody anyway. You heard? So if it was on the flip side and a coalition of our smart rappers would have come together and be like, we're suing UMG for money retroactive for all of the bullshit games they've been playing and shit like that, it would have been, oh, hip-hop wins, one for the culture. But because this man is smart enough to use his turbulence to go after a bigger picture, which none of us will ever be in them rooms anyway. He's suing UMG, bro.
I understand that.
Yeah, you talk about something you...
All right, Wavy HeartBreak game. Now, before we continue, what's ironic about this whole little situation? Like I've been saying since day one of this beef, Drake been having issues with UMG forever. Now, the ironic part about this beef got initiated with Future let Kendrick do the verse on Like That. In the 30 for 30 freestyle in 2015, the What a Time to Be Alive album with Drake and Future, ironically, Drake raps in the beginning of the song, 30 for 30 freestyle, he says, never thought I'd be talking from this perspective, but I'm not really sure what else you expected when the higher us all come together as a collective with conspiracies to end my run and send me a message. 40 did you get the message? Somebody got the message. But let's continue.
But how about that 69?
Over the last 2 years, hundreds have landed in the Summit County Medical Examiner's office.
My brother used to break in our house and steal the TV.
But now he's dead.
All right, gang, we back. Like I said, I ain't doing all that swerving and reading. You want to learn how to read, go to the med school bus. We ain't got time. Now, basically, they said he lost and they dismissed this whole case because the diss records, like Not Like Us, was non-actionable opinion. In street nigga terms, they don't give a fuck about no rap music. They don't give a fuck about you saying you're gonna kill this op and kill that op. It's entertainment. They wanna see y'all niggas talk shit about each other anyway, so they ain't gotta say it. They already mad they can't say nigga. Let y'all call each other nigga and destroy each other. They don't give a fuck. They ain't paying that shit no attention. This is Hunger Games to them. Basically, nigga. You small fry. Sorry, not sorry. That's the world that we are currently still living in the skies. And as for Drake, what they did for Drake?
Until they in front of your tombstone.
Perception and public opinion. People already didn't like Drake. This just add fuel to the fire. But did he lose the war and the battle? He lost the battle against Kendrick. Against K-Thot. Yeah, I said K-Thot. I'm not a Kendrick fan. But he got out Drake. Which is very ironic to say. But Drake got out Drake. Not out rap. He lost to Kendrick. He lost the battle. Did he lose the war? I don't know that. If you ask me, the UMG lawsuit, being the fact that he didn't actually go to trial and go to court, it's still part of the battle, not the war. If he would have fought them neck to neck, pause, then it would have been war. But he didn't. So that's still part of the battle with Kendrick, because it was actually tied into Not Like Us. So he lost the battle. He still ain't lose the war yet. And it also could be leverage for Iceman. He did controversies, the attention, the underdog, the comeback kid, deal with all the controversy, everybody that talk shit. I want to see who don't like me, and all the people who don't fuck with me. Because I'm going to be cold on all of y'all. It could be part of his. Also, he know whether he like it or not at the time, especially after losing, he probably going to need his label to push this next album that's coming out. Because like they say, he still is their cash cow. We got to make money off of Drake. We just had to put him in timeout, teach him a lesson. So I see Iceman getting a push from the label. I think that Drake learned his lesson, or maybe this is just strategic. However, I just feel bad for him because it put him in a different light. And not only that, just because he lost this lawsuit, let's be clear, that don't mean that what he was saying in his lawsuit wasn't true.
Nope.
Let's be real about that. But I also believe if he would have won this, because Pusha T did a little bit more defamation than
Easy Money.
Kendrick, if you kind of think about it. Noah got LS or whatever you call it. I ain't want to butcher it, because shout out and my condolences to people that are actually dealing with that disability or whatever that Noah got. But he did salmon, like it was a lot of defamation in that. He didn't sue him because in the world eyes, when he came out with the Scorpion album, God Playing, all those type of hits, they ignored all of that. But that didn't happen with Kendrick, and I think that's really why he actually went on with this whole little situation. He felt like that was making him look bad in the light, making him lose a lot of credibility. He wasn't Drake no more. That's what I really truly believe. If he would have won, he wouldn't have did it. And it actually wouldn't have been no need to. Well, it still would, because if you was actually doing it for defamation, whether you won or not, it still would have been defamation. Because clearly the thing that he said was defamation. But them white people don't care. They don't give a fuck. They make money off of both of y'all niggas. Drake know that. Kendrick know that. Drake trying to fight that fight, but he doing it in the most corny way. And that's why people look at him a different way, and they don't feel like he not like us. No pun intended. All pun intended. And that's the problem here. But it ain't over for him. Now, if he able to produce with this Iceman album, especially if the label behind him, and he actually come with the rap that people always say he couldn't do, which is crazy. If y'all ever heard Room for Improvement, well, it's room for improvement, obviously, Drake. And that's pun intended. But it's sad though, because he really was looking out for niggas, and they was disloyal. They used him. Let's be clear. Men got egos, especially these rappers, so they ain't gonna want to be truthful about it. But they used Drake to get where they wanted to be, to basically where they at now. A lot of these niggas, a lot of them, a lot of your favorite rappers needed Drake, and now when they feel like they don't need him no more, they shitted on him, and he was getting too big in the program. It got to a point, if Drake didn't like you, if he get mad at you, nothing going for you, no green light. So a lot of people that was friends that became envious of him. They had to get rid of him. It's similar to Michael Jackson. I don't know if he already beat the record already, but even if he didn't beat the record, he at least tied with Michael Jackson. And he's a rapper. Right? Come on, man. Call it Krispy Kreme glazing or nothing. You can't knock away facts. You can't take away his legacy. You can't take away none of that. And that's why I said he lost the battle, and because it got dismissed, the lawsuit was part of the battle, but the war still goes on. Because him and Kendrick, or K-Thot, yeah, I said K-Thot, still don't give a fuck about each other. And that's what this world keeps showing me every day. And they need to show y'all why I always say, love each other. Till next time, it's yours truly, HeartBreak. Keep it wavy.
Heartbreak. It's heartbreak poetry. Heartbreak, this too hard.
You just made me feel away. 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 All day now.
You like to stay in the mix. I'm out to call him Miss Jiffy. Slide on the dick, do tricks. I slide for you, no Griffy. Stuck like glue on a stick. Every time the situation's sticky. Don't want no man. I said I feel you, Missy. Now I'ma get to you non-stop. Rapping like cars on the block. Kiss you from the bottom to the top. Stay on the phone with me. Stay home alone with me. I'm born a dog still. You can pick a bone with me. When you not right by my side, that's what's wrong with me. And when I make that pussy talk, it sing a song with me. Come sing along with me. Oh yeah, oh baby. Finding all your spots even in the dark, baby. Feel your heart, baby. Off the chart racing. If love just for fools, I guess I ain't smart, baby. Hear me out. You already know what I need. You already know what it feel when I dig in your soul from the back on your knees. You already know that love is blind, but I make you actually see. No niggas half as me, even if he half of me. Trent got your majesty. You committing blasphemy. Supposed to ride in blasphemy when the odds come after me. Shit.